Hey.
What kind of arts and crafts?
We're looking for the Irwin building.
For the Irwin? Right there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
That's fun stuff. Yeah, they did a nice job. Look at the pea and gold work. That's really nice too.
I rented a scooter so it's easier for me to get around. I can zip around. The one with the green box.
Chickens. Hello. Why, hello. Hello, my tribe. I'm a little excited today because I just got back from picking up my things from the Alaska State Fair for 2022. It was the first year that I actually ever entered anything ever into the fair. And I was really pretty excited because I won 2 champion divisions and a best of show, and I'm really kind of proud of that. Just to give you a little background, I did a little crocheting when my kids were small. You know, little blankets, a couple of sweaters, you know, the basic stuff. On a tight budget, wanted the kids to have something warm and nice and special, so I learned how to crochet, and that's what I did for them. But you know, they when they got a little older and I got busy with my business and they got busy with the business of growing up, I put that aside. And then here 2 years ago, I picked up crocheting again. And I was pretty pleased because it was like riding a bike. Everything just kind of came back as quickly, um, or I should say, as if I had never even stopped crocheting for years. So then I decided, well, I would really do something that I was super interested in, but never quite got around to doing it, and that would be lace work. And I started learning how to lace, crochet lace, as well as hand work lace. And over this past year, and I had a couple of pieces. Well, I had one piece in particular I really wanted to enter. That one just consumed so much time, probably 6 weeks of regular, continuous hours and hours a day. It was like a full-time job, really. And that one I'm really super proud of, and I'll show that one to you here in just a minute. That one actually took best of show, and that made me, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I thought I was in the running for it, but you know, you never can tell these things. It's really hard to say how the judges are going to judge and what your competition looks like. And I was really interested in seeing how my work fared up with the work of other people, who had also entered into the fair. So I was really, I was a little surprised. I was extremely happy. The other piece I entered was a little baby outfit. You know, it was just kind of something I put together. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but what I did was I took aspects of various different patterns that I liked and kind of put them together in a way that made an outfit that I thought was cute. And I used different yarns apparently. Threads and yarns weren't technically traditional for a baby outfit. I'll experiment a lot, so this is nothing new to me, but I was a little surprised. I just figured most people do, and I assume a lot of people out there do. And so that's what I did. I put together um a couple of different yarns and threads that I thought would work well together, and apparently the judges thought so too, because I happened to win that particular category as well, and I'll show you those pieces also. Um just a quick note, if you like my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to support our time together, I have an Etsy store, Weaving Weird Studio, and you're more than welcome to peruse that and see if there's anything there that you would like to buy as a gift for yourself. I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I have no affiliations at this time, and so all the opinions are my own. All the work is my own unless otherwise stated. And so with that out of the way, let me show you what it is that I did for the fair. And maybe it'll help also inspire you to actually enter a fair, you know, get creative, break out the stops and do, you know, whatever moves you, and then, you know, take the step to compare it with the work of other people and just see how that works out for you. If for nothing else, you learn a lot. And I did. I learned a lot. And so without any further ado, we will get started. Okay, so I hope you can see everything okay. Like I said, I'm still learning. But anyways, let's get started. So the yarns and the threads that I used this forest green Aunt Lydia Classic Tin. I also used their pumpkin orange, but I don't have that available right now to show you. I used this Summer Nights yarn, and it's an 82% acrylic, 18% polyester. I believe this yarn is typically used to make shawls with, and this particular color is Island Breeze, and I actually picked it up on sale for like $1. The other yarn I used was Troubeau. It's kind of, or Troubeau, sorry. It's like a, it's 100% rayon made from bamboo. Lion brand. And this I bought at a local craft store. I just happened to, I really like the sheen. Bamboo gives kind of a nice shine. So I thought that would make a nice complement to the orange. So we'll start with the actual dress itself. The dress, I found this cute little doily pattern for a rabbit head, and so that's what I used as the motif for the front of the dress. I created this nice little cord right here as a nice little trim for the dress. And then I also added just this nice little lace trimming. That was kind of just an addition because it seemed to fit for the piece. As you can see, the arms are lacy with the cotton thread, matches the rabbit, and then we have little carrots. And then of course with that, I made a pair of little bloomers to go with it. So these are the little bloomers with little matching carrot tie. Also, the little bonnet, right? Same thing, matching the trubou and the matching trim. And then, of course, the sparkly Island Breeze shawl yarn, just to add that. And then also these shoes. We found these cute little shoes in a Japanese crochet book. So I went ahead and I used the yarns and the threads that I normally would use, or that I not normally would use, but that I used normally for the outfit itself, and just, you know, and just put the colors together in a way that I thought worked for the actual shoes. And as you can see, this is my division ribbon. So that makes me happy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'll look at it for a little while and I'll be, you know, and it'll make me smile. And then of course, you know, the first place ribbon. Okay, now this is the piece that actually won me the best of show. It's sitting on my floor right now against the wall. I just got it home the other day, and so I'm still in the process of getting it hung. But if you give me just a chance, I'll go in and so we can show you the details. So as you can see here, this is some Irish lace crochet techniques going on with the wood rose and the vines and the plants, along with some trim, some more classic American kind of crochet lace work. And then here's the sun. The piece is based off the Norwegian folktale, East of the Sun, West of the Moon. As we get to the girl's dress, you could see that some of it is a little bit of Irish crochet in there, and some of it is classic hand lace work. The polar bear itself consists of Irish crochet and Romanian lace work. You can see the moon peeking out behind the wind that's being blown by the north wind. And this is the north wind. And he is also classic hand lace work, along with some Romanian lace work. See a little filet crochet work back there. Now this piece was actually entered as a multimedia piece because I have some beads in there, I've got yarn, thread, I've got linen fabric. If you take a look at the girl's face, this is hand-laced work. However, what makes her face a little unusual and unique is that the details and the color in her face, I actually achieved that through the use of ink. So I used inks to dye the lace to give me the color and the dimension of her face. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. It's approximately 51 inches by, I think, 39. It's pretty big. The whole piece with the frame itself weighs about 42 pounds. Now you can see the type of thread I used. Here you could see it's the gold metallic thread. For the moon, I used the silver metallic thread. For the fur on her cape, I used the pearl white thread from Aunt Lydia, the classic tin. I haven't really seen it this year, but typically you would be able to buy it around the holidays. As far as the green on her cloak is concerned, that is actually quilting thread, 100% cotton quilting thread that I have used. And then the bear, he is a multitude of different yarns and threads. The yarn being mostly of the Movement series. And if you give me just a minute, we'll show you some of those yarns. So we're back. And rather than pull all the thread out individually, I thought I'd just show you my shelves. I keep quite a collection of the Aunt Lydia thread, Classic 10. I have other sizes too, much finer threads for hand lacing, but for the crochet, this is kind of my go-to. I'm currently experimenting with other threads and yarns, and I'll let you know how all that goes as we continue. But just to get back and focus more on this thread, so you can see that I really kind of keep a nice little stock going. So now these are the ribbons that I won for the big lace piece. The East of the Sun, West of the Moon. And these are the yarns that I actually used within the piece. You can see the KC Movement yarns. And a funny story about this yarn, I wasn't even looking for a piece to do or anything like that, but I had this crazy dream. And I saw this color, this yarn, that was on this bear in my dream. And I thought to myself, hey, if I ever came across that particular color in a yarn, which of course I didn't think was ever going to happen because of the subtle variegation that's actually in this yarn, this particular line right here. That's kind of a variegated champagne sort of looking yarn. That's the name, called Sunkissed. And I was at one of the local craft stores and I saw it there and I was like, oh my goodness. Well, now I guess I better be true to my word and actually make a piece. So that's where I began with it. And I'll kind of show you the step by step. I'll do a little slideshow for you in this so you can kind of see the process that I went through in order to create it. And here we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed my presentation today, and I would like to thank you for sticking it out with me through the entirety of this video, and I would also like to wish you a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.